We have a new season of television based inside the It universe. It's called It Welcome to Derry, and today I'm going to give you my ranking of the 3 projects in the It universe. Now, you might be thinking, well, Zach, there's actually an It miniseries out there too. I know, I didn't want to watch it. Well, I do want to watch it, but I didn't get to watch it, so that's not going to be included here. We're including It 2, and It Welcome to Derry. Before I dive into my ranking, if you would hit the subscribe button, the bell, and the like button, and go down below in the comment section if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube. Tell me what is your opinions on every one of these projects and how would you rank them. And I want to know all that and more. Let's have a nice discussion down below in the comment section. With that said, let's dive right into this ranking. First off, I was trying to try a different kind of thumbnail. So I go on like AI just to see what it'd come up with. What is this? Man, they got me on Georgie. Like my face is, I'm literally Georgie. And then we got Mr. Pennywise himself right there. That's me as well. That's my face. Just the one picture I uploaded there of me. That was a disaster. Don't use AI for your thumbnail, folks. It's not going to turn out good. Anyways, finally, let's get to the ranking. Coming in last place is our show, It Welcome to Derry. This was a pretty massive disappointment for me, honestly, and it really sucks for me to have to say it is. Now, there are things I really love in here. The back half of the season is particularly really great, where we get plenty of Pennywise action. The Pennywise stuff is the most thrilling and brutal throughout this entire season. They have the balls to kill off kids, which, like, you never really see that these days, and so I love that. I know a lot of people complain about the visual effects. I liked the visual effects. There were some shoddy elements, but the visual effects, for the most part, were pretty good. And I also loved how this overall connects to the Stephen King universe, where you got Dick Hallorann in here from The Shining. You got the Shawshank Prison. You got leads towards him, Dick Hallorann, going to the Shining Hotel at the end. So it's very much based inside the Stephen King universe. And another thing I really loved is that they did set up the rest of the show. This very much feels like a setup season for what they are going to do next. And I like the direction they are going. And I am going to be there, and I'm going to be invested in their next season. The big problem with the season is the characters. Not only at the very beginning of the season do they introduce these characters that just feels like a makeshift losers club. They get killed off instantly. I'm thinking, oh, so now the show's going to get good. And then they introduce even worse characters where you got, I forget her name. It's been like a week and I already forgot her name. She is just miserable to be around. You got Ronnie in here who just... every time someone says anything, she always has a problem with it and always has to come back with it. Richie, which, you know, is basically Richie from the movies, even though his death was really great, I didn't like his character. The only two I didn't mind were Marge and Will. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the characters, they were just so miserable to be around. And when you have a chunk of the show, when you're around these kids that you cannot stand, it's hard to enjoy it. The adult stuff I thought was pretty interesting. But if you have so much of the show that you just don't like at all, you're going to have to go negative for it. So while the back half of the season did win me over, overall, I have to say that It Welcome to Derry was a pretty big disappointment to me. And my runner-up, It Chapter 2. Now, I know a lot of people hate this movie. That'll never be me. One thing I love about this movie is how they are able to bring the magic that the kids captured in the first It movie to this one with the adults. You got people like Bill Hader, James McAvoy in here. Everyone feels like they're acting just like their characters from the first movie. They captured the casting, and I overall really like them. And overall, it's a very emotional movie. The deaths at the end, with the one specific death, no spoilers, really brings a tear to my eye every time I watch the movie, just because this relationship between these characters feel like a family, and when said character dies, it gets really emotional. Also, you got Pennywise. He's awesome, as always. The thrills, the chills, all there. A lot of people, again, complain about the CGI. That never really bothered me in these movies. A lot of people hate these movies because it is very much just CGI going after the kids and the adults, but I could always enjoy that. There are some very thrilling moments in here. Pennywise eats kids. And so it overall is a very satisfying conclusion to the duology for me. But I do have to say that overall, the movie is very long and personally to me feels drawn out. As much as I enjoy the ride, there only comes a certain point that you can enjoy watching Pennywise and CGI monsters chase these people around for so long. This movie's like 3 hours long. It's long, and a lot of the sequences could have been cut out of the movie. And that's a big flaw that a lot of people have with this movie. But I don't really personally hate the movie for that. It just gets a little old. There's still a lot of enjoyment here, and overall, by the time we get to the end, I'm just back in love with these movies. But my number one is going to be It, Chapter 1. I love this movie. I love the cast. I love the kids. I love how big the movie seems, where it's just based in this small town, but everything just seems massive, like it's an event. I love all the thrills, the scares, the CGI, like all that stuff. I overall enjoy, like we've been talking about throughout this entire video. But one thing I loved is just how the characters feel like a family, how they just are such a close-knit friend group and will do anything for each other. By the time we get to the end of the movie and they're splitting off, it's a very emotional sequence. And I feel these emotions because the movie, unlike the TV show, does a really good job of making you care for these characters. Movie does some moments that you never would have expected the movie to do. Opens off with an amazing kill of Georgie. Has sequences that just kind of set up It Chapter 2 in a pretty great way. It closes out this story while also setting up Chapter 2. And so overall, It, I think, is just one of the best horror movies of the last 20 years. I haven't mentioned this once this entire video, Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Dancing Clown is absolutely amazing, and it's his first movie, and he just always has this vibrant screen presence. Every time he's on screen, you feel scared, and that's really what this movie does. It Chapter 2, really not scary. It Welcome to Derry, really not scary. I will say It has the moments that had me on the edge of my seat the most, had the moments that made me bite my nails the most, and had the moments that scared me the most. Overall, It is a movie that makes you care for the characters and just has all the stuff that you want in these movies and does it better than any other project in this universe. So pretty easily for me, It Chapter 1 is going to be my number one. Gonna set this background, this amazing thumbnail. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. It's definitely not gonna be this thumbnail, which is why you guys clicked on the video. But I really appreciate you guys all clicking on this video. Tell me in the comment section, what is your ranking of the It franchise? And stay tuned for an Avatar ranking that is coming very soon. And with that said, subscribe.